Liberals, we are not losing. Enough is enough is enough. He did not get shot. He did not win. And yes, he's on the list. Hello, I'm Darren Monroe. I used to work on Kamala Harris's campaign, one of 30,000, and I have 30 years marketing, branding experience. Universal, DreamWorks, MCA, iHeartMedia, and a whole bunch of other people. In fact, 20 years ago to this week and day, I had fled Hurricane Katrina. I was at a FEMA paid-for hotel, first in Memphis, waiting out the storm, and then over in San Antonio, and then I went up to Dallas. I'm telling you right now, we are not losing. This is sponsored by my Clarity Group. Get in my group. I'm tripling the price on my Clarity Group, my Moneymaker Group, because it's worth it. If you want to claim you don't have money, that's fine. But do not post it in my comments because we don't have claims of poverty up in here. When you put that out into the air, you continue to be poor. In the meanwhile, if you really don't have the money, stay on my channel, subscribe to it, because I kick ass and I'm going to help you kick ass too. And you're not going to get manipulated by this Trump motherfucker, okay? So let's go. First of all, we're not losing because out of 31 weeks, understand the score. I'm the only, but why am I the only motherfucker out here tracking the fucking score in some way? Nobody else is doing that. And I'm breaking it down to you like this. One, we are currently watching Trump. Now, I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm tracking. He is currently, his score is 18 and 120. He just had his 120th loss. I'm going to tell you what I'm tracking. Temporary injunctions, permanent injunctions, state injunctions, national injunctions over the last 31 weeks, and actual case rulings. Well, Darren, where's all of the cases? Look them motherfuckers up on the web. I ain't got time for that shit. I am too fucking old to be sitting here counting for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Fuck that. Listen, these guys are excellent at what they do. I hate Donald Trump, but I respect his powers. And if you're stupid enough to comment in my comments, talk about, no, he shouldn't be respected. No, motherfucker, you respect him like you respect evil. That little bitty man from Germany from World War II, respect him. Hate him, but respect him. So bad we can't even say his name. Hitler. This guy, and these guys, and there are women who do it too, are confident people who have used their stuff in the wrong way, which makes them confidence people. What's the difference between confident and confidence? That little German man was a confidence man. FDR was a confident man. Donald Trump is a confidence man. Kamala Harris was a confident woman. Biden was a confident man. The difference comes down to one core word: character. It's not about, listen, I've been a business person out of those 30 years, I've been a business person for 20 years. As of this day and very week, from a FEMA paid-for hotel, I started launching websites, teaching people how to make money online. You'll see the link to my Moneymakers, which is going up double and triple, getting that as well as the Clarity Group. I fuck with you, not you need to get in that lock in. Here's what I'm saying to you. These people, before I raise this price, listen, it's Labor Day weekend. Let's say a week from now, you're looking at this. I'm not fucking around. Here's the thing I'm telling you. The difference is character. Capitalism is not the enemy. On the left, we got to get over that shit. This past week, we watched a bunch of left creators get attacked by a woman who was secretly on the right but getting left money. She wrote an article over in Wired. Look under Wired, left creator. All you got to do is look it up. And she attacked them and said they're using dark money. Bullshit. Chorus is not dark money. They got clearly right there on their site where they get the money from. I'm not on Chorus, but you know what, motherfucker? I went for it. I just signed up. I said, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to go for this shit because I see the creators they're backing up. I think it's an awesome program. We need more blue left creators because the one thing that The Wire did do right, besides this stupid article, they did it 8 months ago after the election. They had this bubble graphic of all the red right creators and all the blue right, left creators. And the red right creators dwarfed us, y'all, on independent, because legacy media ain't shit. And I think whether you left or right, you can agree with that. They're owned by billion-dollar companies who just want to get a bag. Fox is smart. Murdoch is smart. Here's why. Listen to me. Don't give me no stupid comments. Listen to me. They decided decades ago there wasn't a right-wing extremist media that was polarizing. Again, 30 years branding, marketing experience. I'm telling you, gang. I did the marketing for Jay-Z, Eminem, Limp Bizkit, Nelly Furtado, Roots. You see these flags on the wall? You see out here? This is Chicago. This is where I marketed some of the most famous people in the world. It was one of the first people to ever do that. Soul artists like Jill Scott, first one to do that. Floetry, first one to do that. Some of the biggest names out there. And I'm telling you, what they're doing on the right is really powerful and should be respected. Respect it. You can respect the devil, but not like them. I don't like the devil. I hate the devil. I hate evil. I hate evil people, and I hate people who do bad things just like you do. But what we have to do is respect their powers in a way that causes us to be, one, aware. And in my Clarity group, every Tuesday and Saturday, this Saturday I just did a live talking about how to empower your peace in the midst of Trumpism. And some people were shook over everything that came out their mouth. I know what they say is a lie. Again, he wasn't shot. He didn't win. He stole the you-know-what. I can't even say what it is on social media, but I say it in my Clarity group every damn time. And I got a special report on the 2024 election. What really happened as a member who was on that campaign team and the shit we saw and the math not mathing. But I'm telling you right now, what you're looking at right now, what you're dealing with right now is some motherfuckers who trying to fuck with your head. And what I'm saying to you is respect their gangster. Who's really out there in the streets? Respect their gangster. These motherfuckers been pulled off a mastermind. How do we know he's still gangster? Well, he ain't gangster no more, Derek. Yeah, he is. June 14th, no King's Day. We had 10 million people protest this motherfucker. In a matter of days, he made that shit dissipate. He didn't send troops. He didn't go out and look tough and say tough words. He used his motherfucking words to make 10 million people protesting and the media coverage disappear. It was a masterclass in what, when you understand, Donald Trump don't care about the movement. He cares about the marketing and branding of the message. So what did he do during that time? He said, I might bomb Iran. I'm kind of thinking about bombing Iran. You know, Iran might be bombed. You know what? I'm going to bomb Iran tomorrow. Wait, no. I'm going to bomb Iran next week. I bombed Iran yesterday. And boy, but they afraid. Do you know that made every momentum out of the No King's Day? They don't even know what to do right now. They took the wind out their sails. The red, right, Republican, MAGA, whatever the fuck they are good as fuck at marketing. Respect. I didn't say like them. I didn't say praise them. I said respect these motherfuckers. Because here's the good news. Here's the good news, liberals. We are winning. He is, again, 18 and 120. But the mind fuck has him thinking and people thinking he's 120 and 18 on the left. A lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of people. And I'm here. This is why this channel's here. I take you from chaos to clarity. So if you ain't got no money, I got thousands of videos here across the web. But if you're really at that stuff, social media is so afraid of this motherfucker, that this motherfucker is so afraid that they won't let us say the real shit. Do you know there's 9 investigations as of right now? Was 8, was 7, 9 investigations on this motherfucker. Types of investigations. Thousands. I even broke it down in my live. I'm live on Saturdays, live on Tuesdays. On Saturdays, I'm saying how to empower your peace on in the Clarity Group. And in Tuesdays, I'm talking about the narrative warfare. And I'm giving you a taste of that now. Understand, this man is playing with your head. He is in your head. When you're coming out here, and I tackle this all the time in my Clarity Group. There's too many of you out here on social media to even do that with. That's why I created a private group that's going to triple up, and damn it, it's worth it. I removed the terror from people's hearts. What price do you put on that? And I know everybody can't do it, so it's okay, because it ain't for everybody anyway. We ain't into everybody business. But the idea is this, because ain't nobody in the fucking world saying what the fuck I'm saying on this channel, and especially in my groups. I started 20 years ago from a FEMA paid-for hotel. I've helped hundreds of thousands of people across the world, across 100+ countries. I am telling you, this man is not winning. I'm not a confidence man. I'm a confident man. Confidence people alarm you and break you down. Confident people arm you and build you up. We're a group of bad motherfuckers, and we outnumbered them now. We unnumbered them during the election, and the math wasn't math. But I can't say exactly the way I want to say on this motherfucker. Now, I'm going to say some things to you. You listen to me carefully. Do not follow people on the left. The only reason I follow them is to debunk them. But do not, because if I was just a regular person, I would not be following these people. These people on the left who alarm you. Breaking news. Things are bad. See you later. What the fuck? Motherfucker, I'm going to choke your ass. Choke you. The fuck? Everything's bad. Everything's horrible. No, motherfucker, it ain't. In my Samuel Jackson voice. Listen, in addition to the score, here's how we're winning. First, last 31 weeks, we've had 3 groups of badass people, one of which is 23 governors and attorney generals, including mine, here in Illinois. Big shout out to J.B. Pritzker and Kwame Raoul, our attorney general. But we got people from New York to California and everywhere in between beating their motherfucking chest and fighting back. We got real leadership in the Democratic states. There's a swagger, according to the quoting Politico. They said the governors have swagger. They were at the governor's conference. What was that? California? No, it was Colorado, I think. And they were like, these motherfuckers got the shit that the Democratic Congress don't have. Individually, Democratic Congress is great. But together, shit. Look at Breakfast Club. You had Charlamagne calling Hakeem Jeffries what? APOC. Shakur. He's paid off. He's a traditionalist. He hated on Jasmine Crockett. He hated on her to get the oversight committee. Pelosi hated on AOC to get in the oversight committee. We already know what Schumer did. Schumer betrayed us, including one of my senators, who, by the way, is no longer running, Dick Durbin. Man, listen, they're losing. We got a blue wave coming in 26, 28. He's going to try to take it. We already know it. Tactic known, tactic blown. States ain't going to let you take over these states. How do we know? Because the red states are telling you no, too. How do we know the red states are saying no, Darren? Because when he talked about, I'm going to sign an executive order to get rid of mail-in ballots, the red states said, fuck you, we ain't doing that. That would destroy, that would decimate them, even as governors. Because the majority of the seniors in this country had voted, especially in red states, for Republicans. Oh, let's cut out all of your voters. And by the way, he can't do it. Why we know he can't do it? Because it's against the law. The states have the right to dictate what they're going to take and what they're not going to take. But why would he do that then? Why does he write shit in the executive order that is absolutely 1,000,000,000% illegal? Because he's a confidence man. He's fucking with you. The wealthiest thing he has is not his billions, it's his ability to rent free, to stay free, live rent free in the minds of his enemies. Here's the good news. Everything he's doing, we can do right back. We can Yoda his Sith Lord like a motherfucker. That's a Star Wars reference for those who didn't know. We can combat what he does. Realize what he does, the way he's using it is dark arts. But it can be used in a positive way. In a good way. Just like Yoda uses the Force against the evil Sith Lord Emperors. Right? He used it against them. And what I'm telling you is that that's happening now. Who's fighting for us? I said 23 governors and attorney generals. There's another group. The nonprofits, the ACLUs. Notice I'm the only one out here saying this like this. The ACLUs, the nonprofits are fighting back for us. It's happening. It's happening. In addition to that, and the NAACP, ACLU, indivisible.org, join their email list at the very least and see for yourself. And they've been winning. They're part of that 120 wins. And then the third group, if you think, well, Darren, he controls the Supreme Court. Here's where he's fucking with you. Stop it. Don't let him do it no more from this moment on. Hear what I'm saying. Don't put stupid shit in the comments. Because anybody who says he got the Supreme Court and he controls the judicial branch is an idiot. And you're not idiots. Don't be stupid. What he's doing is mind-fucking you. The Supreme Court, and ask any lawyer. Look it up. ChatGPT, it'll Google it. They only handle 1% of the cases in this country. Donald Trump has 600 plus cases going out. 600. And out of those 600, 138 of them have been ruled on temporarily or permanently through temporary injunctions, permanent injunctions, through state injunctions, through national injunctions, and through cases they've been ruled on through the lower courts, the appeal courts, and even Supreme Court. And the math that I got so far is 138 cases. He's lost 120 of them. But he's brilliant at covering this shit up. Respect that brilliance. Respect it. But the good news is it can get flipped back on him. Because listen, before I go into Newsom for a minute, the judicial branch is the branch that has the lower courts. He got Supreme Court, but some of the Supreme Court over the last 31 weeks have not ruled 100% in his favor, but the lower courts are pissed. How do we know? In 31 weeks, we've had across 94 districts, across 50 states, 677 judges who are not all on our side. True that. But what judges have been willing to do on the conservative side, I'm talking about Republican, Bush, and even both Bushes, and even Trump-appointed judges have ruled this is illegal, Trump. We got people on our side. We got powerful people. We got judges. We got lawyers. We got nonprofits by the hundreds. In each area, and the 23 governors and attorney generals who have staffs of combined thousands. And they've been fighting back. Well, why haven't they been doing anything? They have what they're. Understand what Donald Trump is doing as a confidence man. He's preying on your ignorance. You know goddamn well you don't know everything about the government. You don't know everything about the government. Let me say that again. You don't know everything about the government. That's why you get into my clarity group. This ain't a political discussion. This is clarity, removing you from chaos to clarity so you have calm, greater peace and know what the fuck to do. out there, in your home, and in your heart. Hell, I'm gonna have a third group. I got the clarity group, move chaos from your body, make you feel 1,000% better. I have the moneymaker group. Get your money on. You can talk into the mic. You ain't got to talk about politics. You can talk about anything. And if you're one of those people, I don't want to be on there with my face. You can talk like this. You can do just like this. Today, in the life of a mother who is raising children and changed lives, let me tell you about this. This is amazing. You could be doing the dishes. You could be doing the laundry. You've seen these videos and they making money. But I got a third group that you can't say you ain't got no money for. Fuck you if you say that. You wrong. You a lie. And it's for laughter. It's called liberal laughter. If I've entertained you in any way and you still watching this, put in laughter. Because I'm putting out a group come this Friday called the Liberal Laughter Group. And it's designed to do just that. I'm going to have comedy. I'm going to have people out there. No, I'm not a comedian, but some people claim I am. But I come in with jokes. But here's what's going to make you laugh. There's going to be a combination of that. We're going to make a community of people who laugh at these motherfuckers and find a better way to smile. And it's not about ignoring what's happening. That's why I have a clarity group. We address what's happening and how you should deal with it. But understand this. In the laughter group, it's designed for one thing. Make you smile every day, feel better every day, feel uplifted every day. You're going to hear me talk from a personal development level. Anybody know Bob Proctor? He was my mentor. Some of you, I had to move my pictures up here because I made some changes around my place. But the whole idea is I have pictures. Me and Bob. He wouldn't let me call him Mr. Proctor. All respects to him, rest in peace. Bob Proctor, Les Brown were my mentors. And I'm telling you, thoughts do become things. And when you have ways to smile, it's not just endorphins to feel better, but it's to be better and be confident and be strong in what you're going through. We're going to have a laughter group, $5 a month. And don't declare your poverty. Thoughts and words become things. So when you put stuff like that in the comment, I don't have any money. You're right. You never will. Don't declare that. Put it into your soul to show up there so you can at least feel better to go what you're going through. We ain't playing ignore what's happening. We're talking about how do we remove you from that crisis and feel happiness in your heart. In the clarity group, how do we remove chaos so you can strategically, mentally understand the confidence people who are lying to you and telling you you ain't winning, liberals. You winning. And they have you think, some of you, that you're losing. But he's a dictator. He's controlling everything. No, he's not. He's a wannabe dictator. How do I know? I'm not dead. Rachel Maddow's not dead. The Democrats, Gavin Newsom is not dead. Jack Smith is not dead. Kamala Harris is not dead. That's what dictators do. They kill people and put them in jail, or put them in jail and kill them, or a combination of that. That ain't happening. You know why? Because we still got this country. He's mind fucking with us and he knows it. He's tyranny on a time clock. He suffers from diabetes. Give him a truth insulin. He's Persian Oriental because he lies like a rug. If bullshit were a blessing, this man would be a double saint on his way to being God. And I don't mean the type of God you talking about. You know what I mean? Don't believe the hype. Hey, look it up, Public Enemy. Everybody's talking about fight the power. I believe in that. But one of the best ones was don't believe the hype. Whoo-ah. Because what they're doing is trying to get you to believe they're in control. It's like that meme that they have of the elephant tied to a plastic chair. And they're sitting there because they think the plastic chair controls them. The only thing that controls them is what's in their mind. This is a mind fuck. This is America. Childish Gambino would say. Here's the thing. We're not winning because I say that we're winning. Like Andrew Tate would say, I am saying these words on my mouth to you directly. He's also a confidence guy. You got to respect the courage, the confident way they do the confidence way. The difference between confidence is that in these 25 minutes, I've built you up. I didn't tear you down. I didn't put you down. I didn't put you in an area. But the similarity between the two also is that we both have statements that may be polarizing. You're a fool to walk out there and think that this shit is actually real, that this motherfucker is winning. Don't be a fool. The idea of this guy is that he knows, he's learned. Look at the Apprentice movie with his story about Ray Cohn. Ray Cohn was brilliant. That was his mentor that started him on this road. If I say it strong enough, it's believable. You know who else said that? The guy with the little mustache who killed a whole bunch of Yiddish people. Crazy in Germany. He's like, you say it enough and it's believable. But understand who he's targeting. He's not just targeting the right to believe it because they're stupid. If you believe he's in power and he's effective and he's winning, then you're stupid. Because the math ain't mathing with that neither, like an election. His math in the courts ain't math. But yes, he's still doing this. Yes, because he knows he can prey on the ignorance of the left and the right. How does he prey on the left? Let's talk about it. We know he plays on the right. He plays on the left by saying, I might bomb Iran. And you know what the left alarmists went out and did in the creator's world? He might bomb Iran. We hate him, but he might bomb Iran. Nobody had any context to what was coming out of his mouth. What I was saying is, at that time, I was saying, hey, he said he might bomb Iran. Don't you think this is getting people to ignore the No King's Day 10 million people who are after him? Just like what he's doing with Epstein now. He's been doing that for 31 weeks with No King's Day, with the big, beautiful BS bill, and with everything else. Everything that's come out of his mouth, $400 million plane, alligator Alcatraz, all this stupid shit. I'm going to have wrestling in the White House, a wrestling match. This clown is P.T. Barnum, and he has the greatest show on earth. He is a showman for sure. And the only way he wins with you is you to believe it, that he's in control, that he's in power, that not in believing he might bomb Iran, he will bomb Iran, he did bomb Iran, but believing that it is manipulation to move away from something. In that case, it was from the 10 million people. Took the sales out their win in a matter of days. What I'm saying to you is that you have to become the smarter person and understand that, one, he's not winning. He's just winning a narrative warfare against you. I discussed that on Tuesdays live in the Clarity group. Get the fuck in my group. I am telling you right now, this man, he ain't winning. So since he ain't winning, Darren, why is he putting out all of those executive orders? I will say this again. He's putting them out because he's preying on the ignorances of the left and the right. The left will believe, oh my God, he's in power. Can he do that? That's the first thing the left asks. Can he do that? What? The second question is, why is he getting away with it? And the answer is he's not. So why does it feel like that? Because you're ignorant. And I'm not here to put you down. I'm here to help you recognize your ignorance so you don't fall for this stupid shit again. You're not bad people. Ignorant just means not to know. If you repeatedly act ignorant, then that makes you stupid. But you know better now. Here's the deal. This man lies. Do not believe the lies of this man, his administration, and the media, whether they're creators or legacy media that support him. Respect their ability to stand out and do what they're doing, but do not believe them. Here's how they're also getting the left. They're fucking with the left about their money. Those of you who are left creators, they're fucking with you. I'm going to do a separate video about that because they want to guilt trip you and make you feel like, oh, you're getting dark money. They had an article in The Wire that talked about how horrible, and I said to people, listen, don't fall for this. Here's what's happening. They're telling you, oh, it's horrible. They're accepting secret dark money. Not true. Not true. Chorus is not secret dark money. They're out in the front, out in the open. All the creators are out in the front, out in the open about it. It is not dark money. The people who support them are dark money. No, they're not. They're right there in front, right, boom, right in your face. Because we need more left creators that are being supported financially that show up in the game. Here's the other thing you must understand. They are trying to fuck with, they've been doing it since the election. Because there were 200 people that came right out here to Chicago during the DNC, right here, and came out, and people on the right tried to say, oh, you were paid to be there. Now, keep in mind, at the same time, the right was paid to be there. Keep in mind, at the same time, Joe Biden's DOJ found out that right-wing creators were accepting tens of thousands of dollars from undercover Russians. Facts. Look it up. But yet they're trying to guilt trip the left creators, and some of the left creators falling for it. And I'm telling them, listen, there's nothing wrong if you do it the right way and you always say what you want to say and you're not manipulated on your words and your truth. You should be able to get brand deals just like any other kind of creator in any niche. You should be able to get it. And that's sponsored by water. Water is the refreshing drink. No, seriously. It's like you should be able to do that. You should be able to do. Everybody should. Everybody. There's nothing wrong with that. But they're trying to manipulate it as in being wrong for showing up. DNC was actually smart, and they were behind. They had 200 creators there. They should have had more like 400. And on top of that, they should have did it eons ago. They should have started that shit in 2008. Republicans respect their powers. Hate them, but respect their powers. They got together and made that happen early. And a lot of the creators jumped up on the left and defended what they were doing with Chorus, and more power to them. Heck, I applied to be part of Chorus just now. I'm like, that sounds like a good idea. I watched other creators I respect, and they're going to go for it. So be it. Let's go. They ain't telling me what to do. Shit. And they ain't been telling any of them. And what I'm saying is they're trying to manipulate the left as evil and dark pack when they're actually the evil dark packs. It's so mindfuck. It's like when Donald Trump says, no, you have 34 felonies. You're the one. You're breaking the law. And he's pointing at Obama. And Obama's like, you know you lost your mind. Fuck you. You know, I'm waiting for him to snap. I'm really waiting for Obama to snap. Be like, listen there, motherfucker. I'm waiting. Please, come on. I'm waiting for him to go. Here's the thing I'm trying to get y'all to understand. This damn fool is brilliant at flipping shit around. You got to give him that. You got to respect that. I ain't saying you got to like him. You got to respect that. But the good news is, I'm going to bring up that Gavin Newsom. I talked about him earlier, but I didn't go in depth. Gavin Newsom's flipping that shit right back on him, is he not? He's flipping it right back on him. It's happening, right? So what we got to do? One, stop listening to liars with liabilities. Give them a truth insulin. They lie like a rug. That's why we call them Persian Oriental. Two, realize that we're actually winning despite what he goes out and does. He's tyranny on a time clock. Three, understand he cannot steal the election. He's going to try, but people already know that, and people are confidently fighting. What people, Darren? Again, the 23 governors and attorney generals, the nonprofits, and the legal sources, the judges who are there in lower courts who handle 99% of the court cases. So stop with the ideology that he's winning. Anybody put that in my comments, they just identified themselves as a motherfucking fool. And you're not motherfucking fools. It's a mindset game play. And if we recognize what's going on, we stop arguing with MAGA. Get in my clarity group. You'll see what I'm talking about. We also stop worrying about what he's doing. We stop listening to the alarmist left, because the alarmist left are more harmful than they are helpful when they're telling you the latest. They're repeating like parrots the latest stuff he's done with no assessment and context. That's the difference between me There's a leftist and other leftist creators who have opinions, context, assessment, and the ones who don't. We're not, Donald Trump did this. No, we're coming back saying, you see the stupid shit he just did? He just went out with all these stupid tariffs. You know he's grifting businesses both in that country and this country over tariffs. And now he's mad that the judges shut it down. Of course the judge shut it down in lower courts. Remember what I said? We got allies. There are people fighting back. The problem is not them. The problem is you. You ignorantly don't know that people are fighting back, but you are, hey, you're here now. Did I earn your subscription? At the very least, you're here now. There are 3 groups I have. Only 2 of them are available right now. And those 2 are going to triple in price. It is the Clarity Group. And you should get the yearly deal. It's only $100. Get the yearly deal. You'll be locked in forever because it's gonna be more money than that. It's gonna be more money than that. And it's worth it because ain't nobody in the fucking world doing a group like this. I'm talking about shit nobody else in the world is talking about. And then there's number 2. Number 2 is the Moneymakers Group. How do you get a bag inside of the first 3-4 months of you trying to do it? How do you get quickly and move like lightning, even though you don't have any skills, any techs, but you do have knowledge, you have wisdom, you know stuff. You do have a skill set you've developed over time as an adult. By the time you're 20, you develop. If you're twice that age, you really badass. And you have several natural talents. They ain't taught you this shit in school. I wish they did. If they did, America would be worth at least 20 times what it is right now. Okay? Seriously. Not trillions, but quadrillions we'd be worth. Understand this. There are solutions out there. Not just, ooh, buy my stuff. Investing in you is buying through me. I'm paid either way. I'm trying to tell you right now, you need to get your butt to moving to understand the very first thing without even spending a cent. Understand, as a subscriber here, understand who is lying to you. What you should be consuming. That is something in the Clarity Group I'm talking about. What are you consuming? What are you ingesting, digesting? What are you taking in to feel this way? It's like that old joke where the doctor says, it hurts when I move like this. Then don't do like this, motherfucker. Don't do like that. You know? I love the Naughty by Nature video. And Tretch and them said, hey, you don't know nothing about the ghetto? Don't be in the ghetto. You don't want to be in the ghetto. Well, all righty then. That sounds like a good damn plan. You know, like don't do. I used to have a teacher, Gloria Cornish, God bless her. The mother of Frank Cornish from the Cowboys. If you're a Cowboys fan, Big Frank who passed away, God bless him. Gloria Cornish, she had a rule. She was our English teacher. She had a rule. She said, listen, in my class, I got one rule. Don't do stupid shit. Now that you know what I've told you, don't do. Stop asking, why isn't anybody doing anything? Because I just told you 3 groups that have done something and are doing something at this moment. Stop thinking he's getting away with stuff because I've told you 3 groups who've been fighting back and in many ways winning and giving you a score. Stop thinking that this man is winning. Again, I'll go from the beginning of what I said is that liberals, he is not winning. He did not get shot. He did not win. And he is on that list. Oh, by the way, in the Clarity Group, I talk about the Epstein Society in a way that nobody fucking does. I am exceptional, and you are too. Be smart, make exceptional moves. Join my groups. If you don't have the money, fine. Don't proclaim it out in the comments because don't proclaim your poverty. Just go ahead and click and follow and subscribe here. And then the other thing is understand, binge watch my content here if you're new. Binge watch my list. Look at me. I am exceptional. I ain't saying nothing that the other, left creators. I'm different. I'm different, motherfuckers. Believe me. And it's nothing against left creators that are giving assessment and context. They rock. But these other motherfuckers who are just alarmists and repeating Trump stuff. Oh, be alarmed. Everything's horrible. No, I'm not alarmist. I'm not here to alarm you. I'm here to arm you, motherfucker. You are bad. We're going to win this. Also in the Clarity Group, I talk about what we can do out there. I'll give you a hint. I know you hate hearing this, but at least stay in touch with your Congress. I know they ain't listening. They're a piece of shit. It takes them forever to move. Oh, God. Their leadership is what sucks. Because Tammy Duckworth is the bomb. Look her up. Senator. Disabled vet. She rocks. Dick Durbin's a piece of shit. Danny Davis is a punk ass who should have retired. He's older than Biden. And now they both saying, well, we're not going to be here anymore because they wanted to get a bag on their last term. Greedy motherfucker. I also talk on the back end of Clarity about the Democratic Civil War. I mentioned it a little bit here, but it gets flagged. So look under my YouTube channel. Search under my YouTube channel for, I don't know, Democratic Civil War. It might come up. But the thing is I have it in the back end of the Clarity Group talking about it. There are 5 different types of civil wars. I call it the 5 civil wars, and Democratic Civil War is one of them. There's a Democratic Civil War between people who are young, old, people who are down ticket national because they raised 10 times the money off Trump and Elon, and they ain't disseminated to the down ticket enough according to down ticket people, not according to me, not my opinion, theirs. And then there is a traditionalist versus progressives. Those are the same ones that wanted to primary Kamala Harris a vice president. Those are the same ones like Pelosi. Those are the same ones like Pelosi who wanted to stop AOC, like Hakeem Jeffries, APAC Shakur, as Charlemagne called them from the Breakfast Club. They wanted to block Jasmine Crockett. I keep thinking about the artist from Philly, Jasmine Sullivan. She's brilliant. Look her up. She's brilliant. But Jasmine Crockett, they wanted to block her. They want to block. They still, Schumer and Jeffries, to my knowledge, still haven't endorsed Mamdani. Shit. I got a third group for laughter to make you feel better. It's coming Friday. It's only $5, even if you can't afford the other 2. And don't profess that in the comments. At least go for that one. You will love it. You will feel great. It is investing in a smile and going through this. We got 41 months to go through this motherfucker. 41 months. 41 months. And we will make it. And he may not make it because his health is hitting him. But even with J.D. Vance, he's going to be there. Before you ask me, yeah, J.D. Vance is going to be a pain in the ass too. Yeah, that motherfucker's going to be a pain in the ass. But let me tell you a few more words if you come this far. Understand this. Everything they put on us, we can put on them. Some of y'all remember the color purple. You remember. You remember. Everything you did to me, I just did to you. The great thing about our country, and again, this is only because most people are ignorant to their government. Let me be honest with you. I started working on Kamala's campaign in July of 2024. And I have learned so much in a year plus about government, about the Democratic Party, the Republican Party. Because Democratic Party, we dealing with hypocrites. And I understand what people used to say. I didn't believe it. I was like, y'all just don't understand what's going on. No, they were right. Because think about it. How did she lose? Was the you-know-what stolen? Yeah, I can't even say it here, but let's really talk about how she lost for a second. What the people who actually sat on the couch, those are the ones I got more problem with MAGA, because at least versus MAGA, because at least the MAGA people with us, okay? Here's what happened. She suffered from within her own party as well as throughout America from people who were prejudiced, racist, misogynistic, homophobic, and xenophobic. Hands down. And we know there's a problem with the Democratic Party because them motherfuckers never mentioned it. They kept saying, well, maybe it's the economy. Then on top of that, these coward motherfuckers said, well, maybe it's immigration. No, it's too many brown people working harder than you and rightfully so getting power and earning their way in America in a way that your white racist ass wasn't doing, you dirty motherfuckers. And the frustrating part for people of color, yeah, black people in the room, y'all know you're going to have your fist in the air when I say this. We told you Latino, Hispanic, the ones who didn't vote. Let me do a precursor. The people who didn't vote for us or didn't vote at all. And I'm talking to the let me start with the white women. Because some white women don't want to believe it on the left side. I don't believe it. I just believe it was stolen. And I don't listen, white women. White women. I'm a white woman whisperer. White woman whisperer. White woman whisperer. Okay? I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And if you're white, yes, you can join this clarity group and these groups. It ain't by color or nothing. Everybody, I got people around the world who joined the clarity group by the hundreds. Here's the thing. And the Moneymaker group, we're almost at 100 people. And the Laughter group is going to be mega large. All y'all need to get in the Laughter group. $5 a month, come on. You will love it. It's worth it. Here's the thing. I'm trying to tell all of the white women, I'm like, listen. The biggest thing you can do is not go out there and protest ICE. Thank you for being in front of the protest, those who do, really. Because black folks are tired of being in front of that for the last 160 years. Not 60 years, 160 years, okay? But here's another thing, white women. You need to really coalition and connect, not with black women, because black women pissed. And rightfully so, they lost 300,000 jobs in corporate and government America in the last 8 fucking months since this Cheeto bitch has shown up. Here's what you need to do, white women. You want to make us happy? You want to make our country happy? You want to help? Here's the biggest help you can do. Reach out and start grabbing these other white women, stuff we can't do within that because we're not in that culture. Grab other white women and say, listen, motherfucker, will you vote now? 26, 28. You see what's happening with women's rights and everybody else's rights. Do you get it now? Move your fucking ass. That's what you need to be doing. Now, let me go over to the Latino people. The 33 countries, I know they say Latino, there are 33 countries across 4 regions. I get it. But understand this, my Latino brothers and sisters. Y'all need to talk. And the Latinas, big shout out to you, 60% you voted. But y'all need to, whether you voted for Kamala or you're now ready to vote against Trump, y'all need to be talking with not only the Trumper, but at the very least, the people who sat on the couch and didn't vote. Are you going to vote now? 26 and 28, we need you. This ain't about jumping on you, what I told you, so we already did that. Fuck around and found out what you found out. The biggest thing you can do is exactly what I did with the white woman whisperer. I'm going to be my Latino brothers whispers. Hey, get over there and take on other Latinos. Now, Latino brothers and sisters have told me this. They said, listen, we got our own white Latinos. I didn't say that. That ain't coming from me. Good, take them on. Because when they're pulling them over and putting them in chains and putting them to the side, wait a minute. Yeah, you too. And the Puerto Ricans, y'all think, hey, we're American, we get to come in America. You're right. Honestly, Puerto Rico should be a state. I know there's a battle back and forth between that. Puerto Rico should be independent. Puerto Rico should be a state. But if you're independent, somebody's going to come and really just ransack y'all. Look over at what happened with Haiti, what happened with other states. And if you really want to be American, you can be there. And I'm not saying want as in you're not. I'm saying look at the way they treat you. Right here in Chicago, my Puerto Rican brothers and sisters, you know there's a neighborhood called Humboldt Park, a traditional neighborhood that's been around for 100 years. Do you know these ICE motherfuckers showed up at your museum, at our museum, the People's Museum in Chicago? They showed up right there in the neighborhood tracking you down. We're like, but they're Puerto Ricans. Why the fuck are they fucking with them? Because in these ignorant motherfuckers' mind, you are just as much. Hey, Puerto Ricans, don't get mad when I say this. Don't get mad. But you just as much. To them, you're Mexicans. To them. Prove me motherfucking wrong. Shit. Y'all better start talking with each other about showing up that's why they trying to get you out. Because they know that if 30% of the other minorities connected with the black folks, we'd rule this bitch. And they're afraid. The white racists are afraid. Then there's the Asians. Same thing I said to the Latinos and the white women. Asian, let me be the Asian whisperer. Asians, they're coming after you. They are coming after you. Don't believe it? 600,000 Chinese. Don't you think that affects you too? MAGA's mad, but shouldn't you be mad? Don't you? Do you really want 600,000 people to compete with in the job market? You don't want that. And they are shipping people out. They targeted you first. Do you know that? You were the first. They said, the borders all said, we're going after the Asians first. And Asians was like, whoa. Chinese particularly, they were like, what? What? Everybody was kung fu fighting. I'm sorry, I can't even sing it on no because I'm sitting there like, oh shit. But I'm trying to tell y'all, they were coming after y'all. And I'm saying, my Asian people, listen, we need y'all help. We need to, not only in 26, 28, but from now on. Asians, Latinos, white women, you see what's going on. Show the fuck up. We need y'all. But we are, in fact, winning. But he's coming after everything. But the good news is, again, everything they did to us, we can do to them. This country is built upon a law where we can change it. That was the brilliance of our forefathers. Slave old motherfucker. That they are forefathers. The black in me came out. Excuse me. Well, you know, here's the thing. The brilliance of our forefathers is this. We are, in fact, one of only the most major country to do this, where they knew they didn't know everything, so they made it so you could change anything the right way. But Trump ain't changing it the right way. Remember when he said he getting rid of the Department of Education? I remember Ari, who's the former Secretary of Education, who's from Chicago, who was part of the Obama administration, was like, oh, he ain't doing that. And he was right. You couldn't do it through the amendment, but he's trying to change the laws and slip around the laws. And that's what's scaring the fuck out of everybody. But what's going to happen is we get more educated in this as we do this. Over the last year, I've been way more educated, and you need to get more educated. Stop saying stupid shit like, oh, I'm not political. Well, if you're not political, shut the fuck up when shit changes on your ass. Because you're not political. It ain't about being political. It's about being aware, understanding, and realize what the fuck is going on. I'm going to say a few more things I want to close with, and that is this. With 41 months left, we're going to go through a fight whether Trump is president or not. With 41 months left, all we got to do is be aware that he's a liar, aware of all the left alarmists, and also know the things we can do. But let me tell you something. What I just said, if you love this video, like it, share it, so on, here's the thing. Here's the thing. And I hardly ask anybody to like or share my videos. Either you like it or like it, you don't, you don't. Understand this. Understand this. There's only so much we can do out there. We can do in our lives. We can do in our hearts, in our hidden hearts. Okay? And Zig Ziglar, he said it best. He said, motivation is like a bath. I recommend one daily. That's why I have a clarity group. That's why I'm starting a laughter group on Friday. That's why I have a Moneymakers group that I do 2 meetings with a week. I do 2 meetings with a week on the clarity group. And the laughter group, I'm probably going to do something with on lives. I haven't figured out what. But at this point, I have that designed to help you get through this shit. Be more focused. Get shit done on getting your money despite what's happening. As well as making plans if you want to leave the country. I do that in the Clarity group and in the Moneymaker group. I'm talking about that. If you want to expat up out of here. Because there is an expat movement happening, and there are thousands of expat trainers out there who are teaching you how to go to wherever the fuck you want to go. And they were doing it before, but now they're really doing it. And then others started after Trump got in. And what I'm saying to all of you, be prepared and understand that this man's psychological attacks, he cannot win. because he knows he cannot win, because he's breaking the law. He knows he's tyranny with a time clock. He knows that he knows it, but the people around him apparently either don't, or they sitting there clutching and up at night in silence. But Pam Bondi, Steve Miller, listen to me when I say this. You hear me? You hear me? Pam Bondi. Remember when I said this at 55 and now? Pam Bondi, Steve Miller, Tom Homan, the Border Czar, Kristi Noem, Tulsi Gabbard, Pete Hegseth, even J.D. Vance could go to jail. Some more than others. Steve Miller's been named twice by two judges, Boasberg and Zinnes, in shipping people away. I have something called Who's Going to Jail, an update coming in the Clarity Group under Clarity Reports this weekend. I promise you, you will see it by Labor Day. And it's Who's Going to Jail. And the top of that list, ironically, is nobody I just named. You know who it is? You know who's going to jail first? ICE agents, customs agents, State Department people, everybody who supported deportations, legal citizens. So think about that. Top of the list is deportations of legal citizens. They're in trouble, big trouble. And no, they're not going to jail right away. I talk about this in the Clarity Group. There are 9 different types of investigations being funded by people that they cannot bring up right now. Because who they going to bring it to? The criminals got the court. The criminals got the DOJ, even though the lower courts have been fighting for us on our side. And they handle 99% of the cases in the lower courts. What I'm trying to get you to understand is this. There's going to be a day of reckoning, a big fucking day of reckoning. 26, 28, big fucking day of reckoning. There's going to be hearings. There are people waiting to get Elon, Doge, a whole nine. And yeah, I didn't mention Elon, but they're going to get them too. And the biggest investigation is going to be the deportations. The second one's going to be the department closing, 30 plus illegal department closes by Elon and Doge. They're going to use Doge to get Elon. The third thing they're going to get them, and this is the only way they could get rid of Donald Trump as president, guaranteed. I'm going to wrap it up like this. Do you know there are thousands of investigators without jobs out the intelligence community? He fired thousands. Several thousands got their jobs back. But he fired people out the FBI, the CIA, the NSA, 3-letter organizations that you didn't even know. And here's what's going to happen. There's going to be an everyday person that gets their ass. It's not going to be big names like Jack Smith. They're afraid of Jack Smith. That's why they're trying to haunt and mess with him right now. But I'm telling you, they're going to get these guys, but it's going to take 41 months plus. I believe that Kamala Harris is going to come back and be president. I believe the book tour is just a design to get in the door. Then I believe the next level is come in and support the midterms. And then she's going to make an announcement in 2027, nice and early, and build up a grassroots campaign never seen by anyone ever. And yes, I was told by people who are much more connected than I that they've been preparing for this fool to remove her security early, since December. So she is covered. And the people I hear who are covering her, man, ex-intelligence, Navy SEAL, I mean, really big end people. Thank God. It's not just California Patrol protecting her. No, it's a lot of people. Thank God. And thank God the California Patrol is doing it. And what I'm trying to get you to understand is that I think she's going to be president, but I think we got a waiting game. I know we got a waiting game for 41 months. And in that time, the number one thing you need to be taking care of is what the simple things are you need to do out there, what you need to do in your home to be prepared, whether your home is in America or out, and what you need to be doing in your heart and head to heal and understand what's going on with clarity and with laughter. That's how you do this. This is how you win, ladies and gentlemen. That's why I put an hour into this, explaining to you, play it over as many fucking times as you need to, because we're not losing. We're not going back. And no, we're not getting our ass kicked. We're kicking ass, but we have to get to the people who are ignorant to their government. That's not making you bad. Now you know a lot more than you did before. You know what 1% of the people understand. I tell you what 0.01% understand when you get in the clarity group. There is a ongoing thing here. And it's a mind fuck. And what I'm saying as the liberal whisperer is that we're winning, bitches, we're winning. Doesn't feel like it. It's like a Rocky movie. Our heads all blah, blah, blah. Don't raise your hand. Don't raise. Listen, but we're winning. We'll go on facing, like that poet says, we'll go on facing the cowardly back to the walls dying, but still fighting back. Now you might say, but we're dying, Darren. Yeah, but we coming back. We coming back. We are okay and better than okay. Liberals, we are winning. Pull it together. Put on your granny panties, ladies. Men, fess up, chin up. It's going to be all right. We going to make it. Hey, understand this. The great thing about this country is that the reason we haven't had kings and tyrants in 250 years is because of the basis of his law, the fight of his people. We are a rebel nation, sending troops and ICE to our hometowns, including right here in Chicago, is a joke because ain't nobody ruling us. Britain couldn't do it. Germany couldn't do it. And nobody else could do it. We really are our own enemies. But we're going to fight our own demons and win through this. I love y'all. At the very least, hopefully I've earned your subscription. But at the most, before I triple up prices in my groups, click the link in my description. Click the link over in my homepage. I'm a real motherfucker. I'm Darren Scott Monroe, and I'm no punk bitch, and I ain't no joke, and I'm telling y'all what the fuck is happening. Do not let these lying motherfuckers rule your mind, your body, your soul. And it's not that you listen once and you got it. That ain't how this shit goes. Like Zig Ziglar say, it's like motivation. Recommend a bath daily. Real talk.